Senior.
Thank you, man. I
It's an
appreciate
honor
you.
speaking to you, man. I'm a big fan of your son.
Thank you.
Um, I got a couple questions for you. So, firstly, How did you transition into training fighters after being a fighter yourself?
Uh, that was uh, that was pretty much. It's pretty much like kind of bled onto me. Like what it was after I retired, I had vertigo. So I caught vertigo about '09. I didn't realize it. So I caught it around in the '08,
T-
'09, and I was
talk
like,
about that for a second. Like, describe
yeah,
that for
yeah,
some
yeah.
people who don't
Like,
know vertigo.
it was from a ruptured eardrum. It was from a ruptured eardrum that still to this day hasn't fully healed. Like if I take it, you blow when you get off an airplane, shit, air come out
Yeah,
my fucking ear. Boxing is dirty. Is a brutal sport. I don't say dirty. It is dirty too, but it's a brutal sport. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take injuries. You're gonna take your bumps and your bruises. And that was just one that I took. I had a busted eardrum, ruptured eardrum, and it never fully healed. But I didn't realize that at the time. So I would be in the ring fighting. I'd be in the ring fighting. I mean, I could be fine, coherent, everything doing what I'm doing, and the next thing you know, I'm falling sideways. But I'm looking fine, but shit, the world moving sideways. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's how it started, and that happened a few fights, man. It happened a couple of fights like that, and I retired in '09. I told my coach at the time, I said, I don't know what's going on here, but it's all right. It never happened in training, but it always happened when it was time to happen. So on the big screen, on the big deal, big screen or whatever. So I
yeah,
told my coach, I said, man, something wrong with me, man. I don't know what it is, but I got to take some time off. So I retired once at '09. That's when he started around. He already started around that same time because I knew it was about over with for me. I felt like it was about over with for me because, like I said, I was dealing with those issues. So I was like, shit, man, I'm gonna have to hang it up. I was working a full-time job. I raised 4 kids by myself. B was my youngest at the time. I had him at 21. So I'm 21 years older than B, and I'm 15 years older than my oldest son. So I had 4 at the time, and I started raising them by myself at 26. So I'm dealing with
wow,
all that, working a full-time job. I'm working a full-time job the whole nine. So, again, I need to, this boxing ain't really doing what I need to do at the time. Actually, it was paying pretty good around that time, but I don't fight for money. I fight to win. And I didn't feel with good faith that I could win anymore because, again, every time I fought, I'm doing what I need to do now. I'm getting dizzy. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not one of the people who trying to go no fucking, 17 and 39 or no shit like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I retired, like I said, in '09. And then I came back. I came back in 2011, about 2 years later. Yeah, about 2 years later, exactly, almost a little over 2 years later. So I came back 2 years later for my last fight because I felt like I was fine. I was in the gym training at the time, pretty good. I was sparring with people, and I was, getting the bug back. I was like, shit, I think I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it one more shot. They called me for a fight. Had a good little payday. Let's see what we can do. Kid was 21 years old at the time. I was 31 years old. Like, ain't no way in the hell a kid finna beat me. Well, guess what? Guess what? Same shit happened to me again. I said, well, God damn. I went back. I went back to the coach. It happened a little different this time though. It didn't. It didn't like come out. It didn't like hit me like I guess because I was used to it. So it didn't come out. It didn't like just throw me off. You know what I mean? Catch me way off balance. I felt it coming. So I told my coach, same coach, I went to the corner, the last round, and I was like, shit happened again. It's gonna happen again. And he was like, what you mean? I said, I'm getting fucking dizzy and shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. So I was like, I said, it's my last one, man. I'm finna goddamn, it's my last hoorah. And I went out there, tried to do what I do, and this motherfucker gonna stop it within 2 seconds of the last round, you bastard. my coach did, you know what I'm saying? But
man.
it's all
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
all good. It be like that.
All love, all love.
Go ahead, Mark. I know you
Yeah,
got
yeah,
one
it's
more
all
for me.
good.
Go ahead.
Well, I think Brian, I think Senior already covered what inspired him to make the shift. But let me ask you another
Oh no,
question.
no, no, no. What made the shift? I'm sorry. What made the shift
Oh yeah,
was my
my bad.
son. I didn't want
Most
my
deaf. Go ahead.
kids.
My bad.
I apologize too. I didn't want my kids to box. I had an older son too. Like I said, he used to fight too. So I had an older son too. He was doing his thing. I had little B. He was doing his thing. My older son, when he hit about 16, he, you know what I mean, it was had little situations, and he just didn't take it too serious. So I made him quit because I'm like, if you ain't gonna, you this ain't no game, this ain't no sport to just be playing with. You got to be real deal in this shit. You in it or you ain't in it. So he wasn't really in it. So I made him quit. B, he wanted to take to it, and man, he took to it. And he took. I made him quit with 12, but then shit, he kept begging for about a year and a half. He begging me, whatever to come back. I let him come back. I wouldn't coach him for a while because, like I said, he was bullshitting around. He wasn't taking it serious as I told him he needed to be taking it to get to the level he needed to get to. He started doing that. Then next thing you know, all the coaches hit me back. Like, hey, man, he doing real good. You know, he went to his national. He lost the national. They was like, shit, if you had been there, bro, with your influence, he would have won that shit. So from then on, I came back, and I've been coaching him ever since.
That's what's up.
And the reason I'll ask you this, man, growing up in Atlanta, man, there's no way you ain't see the real deal coming up. What was it like seeing the real deal where he was making his rise, man? Because you was a kid at the time, so you was like us watching him. What was it like watching him, the real deal come along?
Now here go the crazy part about that. I got I started at 15. I started in Augusta, Georgia, because I was getting in trouble. And I got sent down there for breaking in houses and shit. I started in Augusta, Georgia, but I actually fought in his gym. He had a gym called Holyfield Arena. So we fought in his gym. Yeah. So we fought in his gym. I mean, it was like I said, it was a big thing, man. It was huge. Boxing was bigger back then. Boxing was, it was, all the names in boxing back then, now today, though, they were known back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got a hold of I'm sorry. You got a Holyfield, Tyson, or Lennox. All these were household names. It's not like today. The name, it's hard to make a name a household name now. There's not many household names. You know what I mean? You may have a Javante Davis or a Canelo, and Canelo may not. I mean, depending on who it is, they still may not be a household name. What I mean by that is like your grandmama, everybody fucking know him. You feel what I'm saying? So even with that being said, my grandmama wouldn't have fucking knew who he is. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother wouldn't know who Tank is. My grandmama wouldn't know who the hell Canelo is. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, man, it was different. It was different, man. So like I said, it was definitely a time to be alive. Again, how old are y'all? Who the OGs on here?
My man Puerto Rican
Free like 58.
I'm 48.
So
yeah,
and I am too.
Yeah. So you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We came up. We had the best of everything, man. We had the best of fucking all the hip hop and shit they did. We dealt with every genre of hip hop. You know what I mean? We dealt with the fucking booty shaking hip hop. We seen it all come up. We seen motherfuckers singing. We seen the fast rapping. We seen all of it come up. You know what I mean?
The best music ever, dog. The best music ever. The golden era.
The best music ever, man. Hey, you said y'all in Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland. Yep, I'm from Cleveland.
Bone Thugs and Harmony, come on,
that
bro.
first album.
You know what I'm saying? So you already know, man.
But speaking of that, man.
Say it again.
I was speaking of that. I wanted to ask you this, man. When you decided to become a trainer, man, what was your biggest thing doing it? Did you look up to anybody, or did you have anybody help you? How did you get into
it? No, I didn't look up to anybody, man. It was just about. I'm like, like I said, I came up young, man. I did everything young, and I was able to make things work as in a way. You get a certain type of confidence. It's a certain type of built-in confidence that I have. Like all the shit you might hear me talking, shit you saying. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not saying that shit for no other reason than I actually believe what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's bottom line. Can I cuss on him?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you already going. We can't stop you.
I'm just making sure. Just making sure. Yeah, no. When I speak, man, I mean every word that I'm saying. Like I don't know how to bullshit. I didn't come from the school where motherfuckers tell lies and sell wolf tickets. We didn't do that where I'm from. You know what I mean? We really did. Like it was what it was. We didn't run around just talking a whole bunch of noise. So with that being said, I got the confidence to make anything work. I mean, I raised 4 kids by my goddamn self, and I did it successfully.
My kids didn't struggle.
My kids never struggled. My kids never struggled since I was 21 years old. My kids have never struggled. They ain't never went past the meal. That's a blessing. I'm not saying that as a brag or nothing else. They ain't never went past the meal. They ain't never.
One deal.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So with that being said, man, like I said, it was just a blessing, and I there was no way I didn't have the confidence to train and teach my own son, you know, how to do what we do. Like, of course, that was a given.
Well, let me ask you this, man. How did your son, who's not the oldest, end up junior? How did that happen?
You know how your mama, the mama got the son first. You know how that be.
Oh, okay.
They both Normans. Yeah, they both Normans. Yeah, they both Normans or whatever else. But you know how the mama got the son first. But it's all good. I really, yeah. So it's all good.
So speaking of that, man. And one thing people don't know about you, man, is that you're one of the nicest guys out there, man. So I gotta ask you this. Hold on, did he freeze? Yeah, I see him.
You can't hear me?
No, he froze. He froze. You
Froze
must
up
got
a
the
little
Obama
bit.
phone or something. You got the Obama phone, coach. He froze, man.
Oh no! I ain't on my Wi-Fi. My bad. Let me show my Wi-Fi. How I'm breaking up? I ain't got no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I thought you had an Obama phone. I'm like, oh, come on, coach, you got an Obama phone.
I didn't break up none, did I?
Yeah, you was breaking up.
I'm here. I'm here.
You were stopping, but we still got the perspective, though.
Yeah. You go okay. Yeah, you still real choppy, but I'll ask you this. So when you know people don't notice about you, man, about you having a big
fucking
heart.
phone keep ringing. That's about it.
So speaking of that, man, one thing people don't know about you, man, is you got a big heart. Where did that come from, man?
The big heart came from, you mean like it's caring and just man, that came from having nothing, bro. That came from having nothing. That came from wanting. That came from like I don't want to be on no sensitive shit. That came from not having a motherfucker.
I have nobody to have.
That came from not having nobody to have your back. You know what I'm saying? And really needing somebody to have your back. So when it comes to anything, when it comes to opportunities, I do my best to give people opportunities. I give people free game all the time. I do what I can to help people because I know that that's something that would have helped me out a lot in life. And I think they go a real long way. You know what I mean? Each one teach one slogan, but they go a real long way. You meet anybody that know me, they'll tell you that, man, I don't mind helping you, bro. I ain't gonna be talking about no fucking money because I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's so many ways to get money out. Why would I take it from a person that need it? You know what I'm saying? I would never do that.
Right.
I never do that.
And the reason, I mean, it might sound a little sensitive, but I think, you know, my audience in general, man, everybody, they want some real answers, man. So let me ask you this. How did you get past your worst day, man? Because I know being a young father, you had some bad days. How were you able to get past those rough days, man?
Don't think about it. Never thought about it. Still don't think about it. Still hard. No, I'm serious. I don't know. I don't think about it. I don't think about it. I never think about what I got to pay. I never think about what I got to do. I never think about what's going on. I just do it. I don't think about it. You know, you sit down, you know, some people sit down and they plan out. Like people ask me now, this is the one bad thing that came from is I got zero organization. I got zero organization because I don't plan for shit. I don't have a planner. I don't write shit down. If I ain't got a woman or a female around to keep that shit in order for me, it's going to be out of order. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come from, I'm serious. That's how I do it. I don't think about it. I just get it done. Never think about it.
I want you to do me a quick favor, man. I want you to shout out my guy, 88 Sports Talk TV. I beat him in fantasy last year, man. I want you to shout him out. Salute to my man on that 88 Sports Talk. Man. I beat him in fantasy sports.
What's up, what up, 88 Sports Fantasy Talk?
Hey, I'll beat him to death, man. You know how we do, man.
Yeah, I already know, man. I know how I go, man.
But speaking of that, man, I really want to ask you this, man. When you watching boxing, man, and you got this kid out there, man, at 140, you know, 2-time undisputed champion. What do you think about him possibly coming to 147, man? Because he's a monster, man. So what do you think about Teofimo Lopez, man?
I think Tio was a great fighter, man. I got a lot of respect for what he's done. I got a lot of respect for his father, especially not even being a fighter, not even being in the game, get him as far as he's got him. I mean, I think that's wonderful. That's tremendous. That's a tremendous job, man. I don't knock none of that shit, man. So I'm all for that. I'm all for, you know, a person succeeding in what they're trying to do, especially when you putting putting a real deal effort in it. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about the
bullshit around and worried about everything.
I ain't talking about them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got a lot of respect for what they have or whatever else. Now I will say this: I don't think it's a good idea for him. I mean, I think if he gonna come along, no, I just don't. No, I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying to be funny at all. I think that if anything, I think he should do what Tank did. I think he should really select who he's coming to fight at 147. You can't just come campaign at a real 1. You can't be that little. Fucking 5'6", that small. You can't be that small. You can't be that small coming to 147. Especially with his style too. His style is to, because I looked at, because they offered that fight to us and we wanted that fight. So his style is a come get you style, like an egotistical type style where you're supposed to fear him. Who the fuck gonna fear his little bit ass at 147? No, I'm not saying to be funny. I'm saying to be real. I'm being truthful, bro.
This is what I gotta tell you, Coach. I gotta tell you this, Coach. You are fifth straight interview person we interviewed in a row that said that. I don't know why y'all saying that. This dude is Floyd Mayweather. I just want you to know that. Brian's my guy until you fight Tio, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, say that one more again for him.
Yeah, get him out of here, bro.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get him out of here, bro.
BVO has this weird obsession with Tio, man.
Weird obsession with Teofimo Lopez.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
You my brother, Brian. I love you, man.
Tio, the only thing Tio better do, like I said, is that if he try for greatness and legacy, and that's what he want to be, 3 division world title holder, then like I said, I don't know who he needs to find because I can't think of nobody right now. To me, and I'm not being funny, I'm not knocking nobody. To me, at the 147 with the champs right now, Barrios might be his easiest bet, and he might be his easiest bet. That's because of stylistic wise. You know what I mean? I don't think he stand a chance against nobody.
And I gotta say,
I don't think he stand a chance at all.
I gotta say this. Now, I love your son's fighting style because he fought like a Mexican. I love that. So how did he learn that come forward style? Man, I love that.
First of all, my great grandfather was a full blood Mexican. That's first of all.
Oh, okay.
Now, as far as the style, that was my initial style. But we do it all. We do everything. You know what I mean? I teach him how to counterpunch. He's great at counterpunching. He doesn't do it a lot, so we got to get back on that. But he's really good at it. He's good at counterpunching. He's good at moving his feet. I mean, we try to have something for everything. Therefore, that's why we go around getting all the kind of sparring in different places, because you don't want to get caught off guard. You want to get caught off guard in sparring. You want to get caught off guard when you hit the gym, and that does happen.
Yeah, for sure.
And that way, when you get off guard hitting the gym, like, oh shit, this is something we need to work on. This is something we ain't seen. You know what I mean? Or this is something that we need to check out, whether it be cutting the ring off, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So that way, okay, this is what we need to do, and we're well versed at whatever it is that needs to be done. So, with that's where that comes from. He chose to fight that style with Santillan because he knew he could. That's all.
That was beautiful.
He wanted to beat him at his own game. That was a lot easier way to beat Santillan and confuse him and just have him look like an amateur, but he didn't want to do it. He wanted to stand there, fight him, beat him at his own game, because that's what he did to Rocha, and he wiped Rocha out of that. You see, he didn't stand a chance against my son doing the same thing.
Yeah, and the reason I say that is because my co-hosts don't agree with me, man, especially Puerto Rican Free. But I tell you this, man, it's nothing like the true sweet science of coming forward, man. Counterpunch is cool. If I want to get some sleep, I'll watch that. But if I want to watch some fight, I want to see brothers.
Oh yeah. Coming forward. Let me tell you, here it is, because I was a come forward top fighter, like I said, to the core. Coming forward, it's two things. It's very fan friendly, but it makes for a short career too.
Mm-hmm.
It makes for a short career.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, because people said about Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier's career wasn't as long as it could have been because he came forward.
That's the truth.
I put it like this: when you think about people like him, De La Hoya, they're gonna be remembered forever.
Absolutely. I mean, again, it's about what's important to you. You know what I mean? It's about what's important to you, and about trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? It's more than one way to unlock. It's more than one key to unlock a door. So, it's all about, like I said, trying to figure it out and figure out the best way for you. And just like somebody's already done it, and they've done it a good way, that don't mean you can't come through and do it a better way. I mean, it's not, the life ain't over with. So, I'm not saying that, just because I said it, it makes for a short career. Chances are it's going to make it for a short career. How about that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all about how you play it or choose to play it or whatever else. You know what I mean? Because you can't just get your head beat on or take these kind of punches, and you gotta really work to get that kind of style in there and make it happen. But it is a very, very good fan friendly fight, and those are the ones that are the most memorable fights, such as Mickey Ward, what's the name, Ward and Gotti. You know what I mean? Even Castillo and Corrales. You know what I mean? What they was doing, that banging shit. That's it. Those are the ones. Those are the ones you want to see. Those are the most memorable. Tommy Hearns. What was that? Hearns and Hagler Hearns, like that kind of shit, man. That go along.
Or Jamel Castano.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
That
That kind of shit is legacy. That's legacy building. Those are legacy building performances, but they also, career shortening performances. You know what I mean? They are.
But I'm gonna let my guy Puerto Rican Free. He got a couple questions. Go ahead, Free.
Being though that your son fights, how do you take the emotions of being the father out of the situation when you fight for your son? Because you always want the best for your son. Sometimes the business get in the way of what you want best for your son. Can you take that emotion and say, okay, I got to make sure this is the right fight for my son, not because it's my son, but because this is the right fight for him?
Well, my son being my son is actually pretty easy to do that, because we think alike, we are alike, and we have the same thought process. So I will move him just like I will be thinking for myself. So if I feel the way, of course I'm not gonna put myself in a dangerous, ignorant situation. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't do the same thing for him. So it's not hard at all. That's kind of easy to do. It's easy to do that.
Saying that, was there ever a time that you and your son bump heads in a situation where you're trying to get the fight?
Yeah. We done bumped heads a few times within the last few years, of him probably turning 21. But that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. But it's all about your foundation, and he goes back. Your kid usually go back to the foundation of where they came from, and he know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I do constantly have to prove to him or explain to him or remind him. Let's say remind him. I do constantly have to remind him, who I am and what I am to him, and what, the exact things, because people tend to forget. I just had to do it a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's life. It's no different. It's no different than other kids. So, I always tell people that when they say somebody their kids, I'm like,
You are who you say.
I always be like, if you are who you say you are, I mean, you gotta tell that kid who the fuck you are and remind them of who you are. They remember, they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I do it, he usually fall right back in place. So it is what it is, because it's the truth.
Let me ask you this. Now, when you spending that kind of time, you spending with somebody, training them in the gym, have you ever had your other kids say, "Why is he your favorite? Why you spend so much time with him?" Because children gonna do that.
No.
No, he my baby. No, he was my baby. I got a baby now that's 10, but he was my baby, meaning he was the baby of the bunch. It was. I don't know why they keep calling me like that. It was like I said, my oldest son is 30 now. My daughter is 28. Other daughter is 26, gonna be 27, and B is 23. So he was literally the fucking baby. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
No, it wasn't like that at all.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
It wasn't like that. Nobody came and asked me.
Let me pay the bill. We pay a bill real quick, Coach. I'm gonna play a commercial real quick. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered. For those in the DMV, it's live, it's local, it's boxing. It's happening this Saturday night at Hook Hall. It's the Brawl in the Hall, 3400 Georgia Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. Tickets available on Eventbrite. That's this Saturday night. Get your tickets now. Eventbrite.com. The Brawl in the Hall.
Okay, my bad. We got to pay a couple bills. I appreciate you, Coach. So
No,
I'm gonna have
I know how I go. No, we go.
I'm gonna have my guy Puerto Rican Tom. He's from the Bronx, man. So he from a rough place, man. You can't even wear your shoes in the Bronx, man. Take your shoes off, please, man. Go ahead, Puerto Rican Tom. Go ahead.
Don't pay no mind to BVO if he clowning, but what's good, Brian Norman? Oh, he just clocked out.
Oh, he must have dropped off.
Yeah, bad luck.
D3 to start right now. What's good, D3?
What's good?
Hey,
ain't nobody want to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody here to see you, Otis.
Hey, David Ruffin.
Yeah.
Get back in that room. What you say? This Sunday? No, it's Monday, fool.
Yo, he crashed out, bro.
But I'll tell you this though, man. The cool thing about it, man, is getting his story, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As people don't notice about singing, man, he's a great dude, man. He's a great dude, man.
Somebody,
he's a really nice guy. I want to see if he remembers when I met him in June. Like they were mad cool. Like they were very talkative. They were mad friendly. You know, so I was gonna start off with that, but it's not like it's like what you said.
Oh, we got Coach back. We got Coach back.
There he is.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
I thought the Puerto Rican scared you off, man. My bad.
I don't know why, but we met in June. I don't know if you remember me. I was at the Xander fight. I was standing behind you guys pretty much the whole fight. I was there right behind you and your son. So
hold on,
so like what's up? So, somebody said hold on. We good?
He said hold up.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he grabbed the phone.
Yeah, my bad, boss.
His phone is on smash mode.
My bad.
Yeah. So I was saying we actually met a couple times, like here in New York at the Xander fight. So I was pretty much behind you the entire fight, you and your son, and I was, we was kicking it for a little bit. But like BVO was saying earlier, me and you guys are very humble and good dudes and very genuine. At least that's my take that I got from you guys. And BVO be up here capping a lot, but I'm here to kind of co-sign it and be like, you guys are really good dudes and stuff. But so I just wanted to salute you for that, just being, a genuine good dude, and what you're doing with Brian, your son is great. And I just a general question, like, you got this fight with this Puerto Rican Cuevas, like, what does he bring to the table? What are you guys expecting from him? Is it
Could you hold for 2 seconds, please? 2 seconds. I'm so sorry, man. 2 seconds.
He's a popular guy, man. What can you say?
Yeah.
You got a call.
It just, it is what it is. He's a businessman. So, y'all got to.
Let me see that watch, Brian. Let me see that watch.
Nah, see, come on, bro.
My bad, boss.
Hold on. Be normal. You missed it. Show my man your watch, man. Show me.
I can't see now one of y'all, man. I don't know what the hell y'all on the side over there. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to see.
Show him. He got the AP. Show the AP. Get on the AP, man. This is
Hey, man, hey, what can you say? Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas.
Hey, real
I
talk.
ain't that kind of guy though. I'm not that kind of guy.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
really
but
not.
sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Ain't nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that, man.
Oh, look
Hey,
at the there we go. There we go. You got the watch.
Yeah, that what's up, bro. Hey,
BV always got to pop and put me on the spot, bro.
hey, man, hey, listen, bro. You work hard. You work
Yeah, for
hard for
sure.
what you get, man. You gotta flex that shit sometime, man. Fuck that. Fuck
Yeah,
all
Hey,
that.
hey, hey,
I'm low
be normal.
key though.
You know
Like I
he
like to be
5'6"
low
with that
key. I'm
watch on, bro.
humble. I'm humble
You
for
know
my
that, right?
mind.
That's cool. What you
I'm
say, me
humble.
dog?
Be normal. You know he 5'6" with that watch on. So
Come on, man. You heard my man say BVO be capping, so I'll let him hang himself.
But that he does be capping a lot.
no, black men don't cap. We don't do that. Go ahead, Puerto Rico.
No, I was just saying, just saluting you and just basically, what you guys think this guy Cuevas brings to the table, in your next fight. I must be jinxing him, son. You get freezing every time.
You bad luck, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Well,
Puerto Rican hoodoo, man.
my bad, man. My bad.
Bronx, it's the Bronx. That's what it is.
Hey,
My
BVO,
bad.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's all good.
My bad, bro. I mean, he's a good, durable opponent. He's been in the game for a while. Got 29 fights. I think he's 27, 1-1. 19 knockouts. Even the one loss that he lost was just a split decision loss. So I mean, he earned his way to, I think he's number 7 in the WBO. So I mean, he's a very good, durable opponent. You know what I mean? Good knockout ratio with 27 fights or 27 wins with 19 knockouts. That's a very good knockout ratio. So he ain't no slouch. We're not looking to, go in there, walk over him or no shit like that. We're looking for, to come in and make give a good performance and do what we need to do.
Okay, nice. And then my other question, a general question, it's good to hear from you and, hear your story and, and your background and how you guys came up and stuff. I knew you was a fighter before. I know your last fight was against Dominic Wade. I don't know if anybody knows that. He ended up fighting Triple G later on. But what's the goals? What's the goals? What's the end game? What are you guys really trying to, accomplish? Multi-titles, multi-division championships? Like what's the end game? I know he's young.
Absolutely. We came in the game about legacy. The money gonna follow. One thing about us, me, as you may have seen. I mean, again, like I said, my kids never struggle. So we're not looking for, to get rich, because we didn't come from I did for the most part, but I got myself there too. You know what I mean? But my son, they come from the gutter and he looking to, make it big because he been fucking eating cardboard sandwiches and shit like that. Nah. Seriously. I mean, he good. He's good.
Yeah,
I mean, he don't know.
I knew he was good when I heard him say, "I ain't a Rudy Poo nigga." I never heard nobody under 70 say Rudy Poo.
Nah, he ain't never lived a struggle. He ain't never lived no struggling life, man. He ain't never lived that, man. He ain't never lived that, man. You know what I'm saying? He just trying so it's for legacy. This ain't the typical. Yeah, man. I had to get my mom's out. Nah, it ain't that kind of party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, if people want to hate on the fact that like I said, we wasn't rich, but we wasn't broke either. You know what I'm saying? Right. So. You may have some people don't want to hate on the fact that he didn't struggle, whatever, no shit like that. But hey, man, he was raised by a single father, and that's why he the man of the year. That's why he's so rough and rugged and how he is. There ain't no bitch in him. You always hear him say that. He ain't got no fucking female in him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I could tell. And,
he ain't got no.
You know that right away too. So
yeah, he ain't got no female in him, because I made sure I talked that shit all about him. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, with that being said, I mean, we're looking for legacy, man, and the money gonna follow. How much money gonna follow is gonna follow whatever else. But ain't nobody looking for no get rich schemes and no shit like that. That's easy. That's not hard to do. You know what I mean? I'm out here on the streets or whatever else doing what I do. I can fucking do some get rich schemes right now with some money I already have, but I'm not doing that because I'm not trying to take them kind of risks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all good, man. It's all good. I think people make those mistakes all the time. They'll know where they are, or they come from the bottom, then they partner come in with some fucking get rich. We ain't trying to get rich quick, bro. We just trying to goddamn go through, build legacy. He want to become. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say what I was gonna say is, and that's a good thing. I think that's a great mindset to have to be in the sport of boxing.
Absolutely,
you need that mindset. So
right, yeah. We not chasing a dollar. You know, we got a lot of people chasing a check. That's how you again. That's why I retired. When I retired, I left money on the table clearly.
Yeah,
I mean, I was still making double-digit thousands of dollars when I stopped. True story. You know what I'm saying? So it's still not no money. It's still some money to go on and get. You feel me? To go. Then I went back and worked a regular fucking job. You know what I mean? Making X amount of dollars an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not a loser. I'm not made that way. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna keep doing that if I know in good faith that I can't fucking win. I got this issue and I got these problems going. I got too much pride for that. And you know,
hey, I just want to say this, man. Salute to my man. I always gotta salute him. Salute to my man LDTV, man, working hard. You know, he wears lugs. He's a sponsor for lugs, man. Salute to my man LDTV, man, still wearing them lugs. But no, you know, we like to have fun, be normal. So let me ask you this, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know you said y'all didn't want to get that fight, but do you ever worry about what happens if y'all gotta get in the ring with Tio? I'm serious, bro. I'm serious.
I'm gonna have to pedal. This nigga playing or he for real?
Bro, you only getting a little taste of what we got to deal with on the daily with this guy.
Day in and day out.
So you only getting a little piece of it, bro.
Be normal. He Floyd, man. That's Floyd. That's Baby Floyd.
He's dead ass serious.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man Jay Hardcore.
Listen, man, I can't. Shit, about a month ago, I wouldn't have liked nothing better than to get in that fucking ring. My son being in that ring with Teofimo Lopez, man. I wouldn't have liked nothing better, man.
But he didn't want to do
unfortunately,
that. He wanted to fight in California or something like that.
Your style's made for him, right? Yeah. You know that, right?
Absolutely, and that's what you don't understand. Our style is made for him, and that's what's gonna get him fucked up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's a little guy.
Flat out.
God, it's gonna get him fucked up. That's what's gonna get him fucked up. He's not gonna. His style is made for us, just like our style is made for him. It's gonna be a firefight, and I'm sorry, he's a fucking candle. You know, it matched with a flamethrower. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
I gotta say this real quick.
Lopez, the takeover, 2-time undisputed world champion.
I was really hoping that fight take place because I'm here in New York. And I would have got to see it, and you know the card would have been
be there too.
Hey man, listen. Hey, look, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all, bro. Listen, I'm with y'all. I can't down the man because I'll be a fool. You know, they always talk about shit, how you go down your opponent. I'm giving my truthful thoughts on the shit. I said I think he's a great fighter. I think he's done tremendous things with what he's doing at. But I do think he needs to stay his last where he at. But if he does not want to stay his last way there, he the WBO at 140. Yeah. He can definitely activate that and come get to work. We gonna bet it's gonna be the easiest fight to make. It's in house. That's gonna be the easiest fucking fight to make, man.
And I tell you this, I'm gonna be mad if y'all vacate when Tio come to 147. I'm gonna be mad at you, man. I'm gonna be mad at you.
Bro, none of that smoke. Fuck that shit. We don't want that smoke. Man, listen, man. We ain't going nowhere, bro. That fight is already listed. That fight is waiting on Tio. You ain't even got to ask us. That fight waiting on Tio.
I just want for the record, so that you guys know I'm from New York, but I don't claim Tio. I'm not a Tio guy. I don't
claim him either.
Yeah,
I'm not a Tio guy neither. BVO the only Tio guy.
BVO's the only one.
The rest of us are not Tio guys. That's BVO. Let's make that
That's
clear.
not you. That's not you, man. You know, I'm a Jamel Charlo guy, and I think your son could be like Jamel. I really do.
Yeah, I like Jamel outside of what the hell he did with Canelo. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with Jamel outside of that bullshit he did with Canelo.
Come on, man.
I lost $500 on Canelo. I mean, on Jamel, man. Like I really thought he had a good chance of beating. Now listen, I thought and think, but he didn't try. He didn't fucking try.
He didn't try.
Come on, we don't say he didn't try. Come on, don't say that, man.
He didn't try, bro. He didn't try.
I feel like he did a lot more in the fight.
Me, when I look at fighters, I look at it from with a different eye. I look at the actual fighter. So if I go, like I said, if I go to watch a fighter, I'm gonna watch this fighter in this fight. I don't care who he in there with. I'm gonna watch what this fighter is doing. I'm gonna watch when you watch that fighter. And then you watch him, let's say you watch him in another fight and he's not doing that. Then what you pay attention to is why is he not doing that? So you look at the other fighter. Is he did he even attempt to come out the same way? Did the other fighter do something to deter him from doing it? Did the other fighter hit him with something, counter punch him, or do something to make him shy away from doing what he's doing? The answer with Jamel is absolutely not. Canelo did nothing initially to make him fight like he fought. He came out that way. He came out on some bullshit.
It's the thing. You got to remember, man. You in there with the #1 pound for pound dude in the world, man. He probably was nervous, man. Canelo's
absolutely. He was absolutely nervous. You're right. He was absolutely nervous. But I mean, but if you're gonna do that shit again, like I just told you about my pride, I would think you don't get as many accolades and as big as he was undisputed at 154. So you don't get that big and you don't get there without a certain type of confidence, man. You got to have a certain type of confidence in yourself. You got to remember, Canelo was just fucking his weight a little while ago. He was a little guy. He was 154 and 5'8". Like he just thick, but like, come on, bro. Come on now.
Yo, that was crazy.
You see people do it all the time. Canelo ain't that big of a guy.
No.
You know what the fuck I mean. Pause, man. Cut that shit out.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Whoa,
you know what the fuck I mean.
You know, y'all country boys.
That's wild, right? Nah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, motherfucker.
Y'all never want to. Y'all want to.
Nah, the fuck you. Nah. I made a mistake.
Hey, let me ask you one last question before BVO. With your son being the champion now, do y'all have fighters that they bring to y'all, or do y'all just go out and say, "Hey, we want this fight next"?
Well, right now, like you just said, with him being champion now, it changes everything. And like with the fight we got right now, we had to get in what we fit in on this fight. We tried to get a Tio fight, but it didn't work out. But we had to get in what we fit in on this fight. And because they didn't have any dates set for my son. It was unexpected. It wasn't planned. So his next fight would have been in 2025. We didn't want that. He was supposed to fight 3 more times this year. So we like, but of course the rules changed once he became champion. So we like, nah, fuck that, man. We want to get a fight in. So they really just slid us in where we fit in on this Keyshawn Davis undercard with the David Quaybaz. So I mean, this was just really just a stay busy fight. This was we asked for this fight.
Yeah. And you know what? I think I put like this, man. All jokes aside, man, I'm glad y'all didn't take that Tio fight. He's only 23 years old. Let him grow, get some more fights under his belt. But I'll say this, man. I'll say this, man. You know, if there was a young guy who wants to be a fighter, what would be your best advice to give a young guy who wants to be a fighter? What would you say? Man,
that depends on a lot, and that's like a shit. It's too many things that go together. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? Too many. Oh shit.
No, anyway, we ain't go to school, man. We don't know. Go
ahead. There are too many things that got to go together. There's too many things that got to go with. Too many aspects that have to happen. Like how old were they when they started? How much experience do they have? How much heart do they have? Because it's always better to start a young fighter younger, because when you're younger, you don't really understand fear yet. Typically, you know, young kids, you'll see them coming. They brave-hearted. I done seen fucking kids grab a snake. True story. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know. So they brave-hearted, and they don't want, some kids don't understand yet. But when you get a little older, you've been hit, you've been hurt, you understand certain things, you understand the dangers of certain things, and that kind of works against you. And, you know, again, it just depends on the kind of person you are. It depends on too many factors. That's the word I was looking for. Factors. It's the different factors that's involved in it, man. So I really can't give a straightforward advice about that. It's just too many factors to include in that. Again,
the reason I asked you that, man, salute to my man Cash Sports. My brother D for the win used to get chased home, so he wants to be a boxer. So I thought maybe you give him some love, man. But
that's crazy.
I want to say this, man. Thank you so much for coming on. Like I told my man Bernard Hackett, man, I know you don't know this shit, but you're gonna be a regular guest on here, man, because One thing about these people is y'all funny.
Yeah, Bernard, that's my man. Bernard, I fuck with Bernard. Yeah.
We hopefully gonna have you as a
All
guest
the time, man. As you see, man, I'm easy going. I'm cool, man. I definitely don't mind speaking to the people, man. I don't mind, whatever. Even when it's disrespect, bro, I don't mind, addressing no kind of disrespect. Of course, I won't disrespect, no disrespect this time because I don't feel like talking about the situation. You know what I mean? On that end or whatever. But other than that, man, I don't mind none of the smoke. I'll be ready for all of that shit. But on that type of smoke, I'm all smoked out with that shit because these motherfuckers ain't listening. That's so simple as that.
Now, the funny thing about it, man, is, and this is the thing, I don't think people understand you a young trainer, man. You still learning too. So I'll put like this. I know you hard on yourself, but bro, you're doing a hell of a job.
I appreciate it.
And I've been critical on some of the stuff you did, but when I heard you say, you know what, man, the way you was selling that one time, you said, I'm learning too. So hey, you learning too, man. So keep doing your thing.
Absolutely, yeah. It is what it is, man. Again, I mean, I came this far. I got them this far on my own, and we good. So what the fuck? What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you right, man. You know what? Salute to you, man. And like I said, we're gonna have you on again. As long as you ain't saying crazy stuff like thick, man, pause. Well, you ain't saying thick, pause. We good.
Hold on. Can I say Megan Thee Stallion thick? Can I say that? I
can say that. It's wild crazy, man.
Hey, salute to you, man. Like I said, I look forward to having you back, man. Peace.
All right, bro. Yeah, anytime, man. Y'all boys be easy, man. I appreciate you having me on, bro. Okay. All right, bet. Yeah.
Hey, man, salute to my man B. Norman, man. That was crazy what he said, though. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. That was some Thomas Hill type talk.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We had some good people.
Absolutely. That was great. You had some great questions, guys. That was awesome.
Melanin Queen. Yeah. Shout out to homie Drew Titan.
Hey, shout out to Drew Titan, man. I see Drew Titan, man. You know what, Drew Titan? I see why you be talking tough, bro. I wouldn't want to fight you either,
Don't fuck with Drew, bro. You got to fuck with me first.
We beating you up.
Well, if your scary ass would come to the Bronx one day, every time you're going to come through, you be fronting.
Real quick, BVO.
For those in the DMV, it's live, it's local, it's boxing. It's happening this Saturday night at Hook Hall. It's the Brawl in the Hall, 3400 Georgia Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. Tickets available on Eventbrite. That's this Saturday night. Get your tickets now. Eventbrite.com. The Brawl in the Hall.
Yo, shout out to the West Side. Hold on one second. Shout out to the West Side. We got my man God's Property, Gregory Pratt in the house, man. West Side Baltimore in the house, man. GP.
GP there. I will be there.
Shout out Big Dre too, the homie.
Yeah, shout out to my homie Big Dre, man, aka the philosopher, man.
I was trying to read y'all Jones, man, but I ain't want to interrupt, man.
I ain't want to interrupt the interview. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't want to tussle with Drew, man. When dudes in shape like that, you just gotta get a baseball bat, man.
Yeah, shout out Drew, man.
you gotta get a baseball bat.
I like Drew Titan's show in the morning. He be funny as hell sometimes.
Hey, but
I know Drew personally, right?
Shout out to my guy, man. You know what? I want to say this real quick.
That's your man?
Yeah, for real. It's my guy, for real. Yeah.
Shout out to Drew Titan. Shout out. That's my dude.
You don't know him, man.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Let me say this real quick. Shout out to my man Thomas joining the first Puerto Rican member of the LDBC. Shout out to my
you're an asshole.
Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man.
Shout out to the LDBC.
But let me say this real quick. I want to say a big thank you to Melanin Queen 27.
Yes.
This woman does tireless work. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to my man Crush the Legend in the morning, 6:30. BVO Boxing 6:30. We got my man Jay Hardcore coming on at 8:10. Then we got my man every Wednesday. We got my man Remo. Then and on Wednesday we got the Banky and Jay show. I believe that's on Wednesdays at 1, I believe. And of course we got the Boxtorian. We got my mentor Just Do, because people don't know this, but Just Do down with BVO. When BVO wanted to start a channel, Just Do It let me come up there, rock with him, give him these great takes y'all getting all the time now. So salute to my man Just Do. I never take it for granted that he gave me the opportunity to get on this platform. So, and don't forget about my man, BVO, the original black man sent by God himself, man. God sent me here. But and don't forget
you don't think that the Puerto Ricans, you don't think D Free and me? Damn.
Hold on. We all together. Because for a long time I thought D Free was black. So we all together.
That's crazy. BVO be saying the crazy stuff.
Yo, man.
I mean, he just says the craziest
when you first met D Free, I thought I was talking to a brother. Then he was coming out of bodega.
D Free is a brother to me.
He's
Puerto Rican brother. He even be vaping like them Puerto Ricans do.
Yeah, you're the worst, bro.
What does that got to do with being Puerto Rican, baby? That's just crazy. That's crazy.
All the Puerto Ricans smoke them bubble gum vapes, man. When they blow the
bubble gum vapes, bro.
I don't know what they talking about. I don't even know.
Yeah, shout out to Just Do.
But hold on, shout out to my man Coach Squeeze back with another one, and my man Mr. Senior Cobb, man, Mr. International Senior Cobb, man. But we're gonna play the commercial and then we're gonna get ready for the Rise podcast.
Yeah,
here, y'all. Salute, man. We got this show going, man. I just want to let you guys know it's nothing that you guys. I appreciate you guys more than you know. BBO got nothing but love in his heart, man. Shout out to both my Puerto Rican homies. Shout out to my man Paul Pierce, aka Prize, aka Mr. AP Prize. Salute to him. But play that commercial. We can get out of here, Free.
All right, hold on. Let me get the commercial.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT.
Yeah.
So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
I appreciate everybody for coming through, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. We
really boxing. Who wanted the battle? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show.